Hype. And they're off. So FeralPigMan goes ahead and checks the first chest here, and we find some bombs. That's a really nice find to find at Lake's house, because you want to have some bombs at the very beginning of this run. And now we're going to have a divergence of the run here between FeralPigMan and Maximum Barnage. It looks like FeralPigman's going to escape, whereas Maximum Barnage is going to get her at Sanctuary. I thought this was supposed to be randomized.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he found a heart that quickly.
Ooh, looks like tree pole number 1 is worth 10 arrows for them.
And let's see what Uncle gives today.
This uncle gives us 50 rupees. So now you can buy some more bombs. Maximum Barnage is about to get some arrows. And he's going to hate those arrows. A bomb upgrade turns out to be inside Hyrule Castle, and that's as much as we're going to get. And ew, the crab's dropping rupees. Single rupees.
Good old hoarder. He's hoarding all the money.
Is this an Aghanim required seed? It's a piece of heart, so that says no, or it could be just a full heart container. The one thing that intrigues me about this seed is Maximum Barnage is pointing out his life meter right now.
Oh, yes. He's definitely making sure he has enough life then.
Yeah, he's definitely letting us know that he's got 4 hearts right now.
Alright, we're following into this Thieves hideout, also known as the Andy I Forgot Ether hideout.
And it's only worth 10 arrows, which they already got enough arrows at this point.
Yeah, if you ever had the free time of wanting to talk to that NPC, you're going to find the story behind Andy there.
It's the full heart container that turns out to be in the Aghanim required tree, the lumberjack tree. And Maximum Barnage says no. So does FeralPigMan. So Kakariko Village, a wealth of riches. What kind of riches is it going to have for us today?
Well, hopefully a good weapon, because even though this is open, you still gotta have weapons of mass destruction to beat all these bosses.
Well, let's find out what we have in 5 chests here. We start off with flippers, which is not a weapon, but a required item. A sword, which is a required item. An arrow upgrade, and a hammer. How about that?
Like I said, you gotta have a weapon of mass destruction, so what great way to start off with hammer time and a sword.
So that's a stacked house. Maximum Barnage moved his mouse just a little. And now the mouse cursor is just pointing right at the ledge. I don't know why.
Now everyone's thinking Swamp Palace because they saw flippers. now they're saying, where's Hookshot?
More bombs. More money. Now that means that Maximum Barnage can, well, more money. And another piece of hearts. So Maximum Barnage is going to be able to afford this lumberjack, not the lumberjack, the bottle vendor. And what's the bottle vendor going to have for us today?
Oh, of course.
That's interesting. I thought this was supposed to be randomized.
Well, it's usually supposed to be an empty bottle, but you got a plus. Got a fairy in it, too.
Well, that's because the bottle vendor didn't keep track of his inventory and a fairy snuck in.
That's probably true.
So this also means that Maximum Barnage can go ahead and check the sick kit, and who knows what the sick kit is going to have. Now, obviously this means that death warping is not going to be a good idea for these runners at this point. Sick kid has more life.
Well, the sick kid's definitely a hero. He gave his last heart.
He is the true hero of Hyrule. And there's a lamp, so we're not going to have any dark rooms today. I'm sorry for those of you who are hoping for a nice little dark run through Pod and Misery Mire, but not today.
Oh, lamp. So nice to have.
I hear that there's a meme called I Love Lamp.
Oh yeah, I love Lamp. I don't know if that's related to I Love Lucy or anything, but I love Lamp is such a good thing.
You know, every time I look at that mouse cursor, it seems to be dropping further and further down the screen. And there seems to be another bottle in that library.
I think that was Vanilla Book, by the way.
I thought it was a green goo in a bottle. There's a Moon Pro. We're going to want to have that. We get our first map check. 2 of our 3 dungeons are pendants. Red pendant over at Eastern, blue pendant at Desert, and a crystal up in Hera. Well, I'm guessing that it was the book. You are probably correct, and I am probably incorrect. We'll get some confirmation when FeralPigMan goes through.
And you were right about the crystals. It was just Tower of Hera was crystal 4, and it was blue and red for Desert Palace. And
Yep, that is green goo that was in the library.
Oh, the green goo? Mm-hmm.
Yep, it was green goo.
Wow, it looked like a book from my angle.
Well, they go in and they leave so fast, and you can only see the green, so you're thinking maybe a book. So we know what 2 of our 4 bottles are.
How evil. I wanted it to be book.
Well, we want lots of things in this seed. The game provides us some sorts of activities during the course of the next 2 hours. This won't be one of them. So what do we got coming up in Swamp? Swamp gives us 20 rupees. And where's Waldo? Where's Waldo going? Waldo's heading for the swamp next.
Isn't this supposed to be Santa Claus, though?
Well, that's what his screen names are. Where's Waldo?
I guess.
Hey, we get the chili rod, which has a 6 in 7 chance of being required. And Maximum Varnage takes a look at his map to see that it's 6 out of 7 chance of being required.
Ice is nice.
FeralPigMan, currently with 509 rupees, could actually do the fake flippers and Jesus Walk coming up. Actually, no, it wouldn't be fake flippers. You already got the flippers. What am I talking about?
No fake flippering today.
So we get some life, some bombs, some rupees, and some more life. This is becoming a healthy seed. So what is Maximum Varnage going to do next? He's going to drop into the lake. And then he's going to freeze. FeralPigMan just barely gets through this mini Moldorm cave, where he'll be rewarded with some life.
Alright, looks like things are going well. Okay, here we go. Now we get to see the hobo.
Maybe.
No, we do see the hobo.
Maybe. Yeah, we get to see the hobo, but we don't get to see the item.
You're the hobo.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? I think that's a perfect find. Oh, okay, we are actually going to see the item. It is 20 rupees.
Well, you know, Maximum Varnage has to point things out. That's why he has that mouse cursor there.
He's looking for stronger pointy things in this seed.
Yep. It's most definite.
So while Maximum Varnage heads on over to the Ice Rod Cave, we're going to let the timers synchronize with each other. There we go.
Alright, Ice Rod Cave. We already got the Ice Rod, so what else can I... Of course.
One of the 2 single rupees that are available in this game. It's time to go for a swim and go visit the Zora. One of our two runners is going to be able to do this. The other one won't be able to visit Zora. Is Maximum Barnage going to make the play to head towards Zora, though? FeralPigman's going to head on over to Hobo because he didn't do it earlier. And Maximum Barnage is going to go visit the Waterfall of Wishy. Could this be where these guys need to go? Give them early flippers, maybe.
Nope.
Life in life.
Now, chat's wondering where did Feral get his rupees from? The difference.
Hey, 10 arrows seems to be currently up on the ledge. But we're not going to see what Zora has for probably about a minute until FeralPigman gets on over there. The big difference seems to be that FeralPigman ended up seeing what was on tier number 2 of the tree pole, which turned out to be 80 rupees.
Yep. And I think he went to Uncle first. Well, I don't think Barnard's gone there just yet, has he?
That's correct. FeralPigman did check the escapes, the 2 in the tunnel. And that's why it's always good to know what your tree poles are worth.
Yep. They just need a glove, right?
That's correct. Now, Maximum Barnage can get some information from the uncle if he wants to ask him about where that green pendant is. He does get 20 rupees, a piece of heart, and a bomb upgrade, but he is not going to seek out that information.
Meanwhile, FeralPigman's gonna collect his life lesson.
Yeah, this ain't much of a life lesson. Now remember, this seed gave them early access to a lamp. There are 2 spots that are blocked currently by a lamp.
Now I'm curious if Maximum Barnage is gonna go collect his rupees in the Eastern Palace here, because there is that room where there's blue rupees all over.
That's a good place to check. FeralPigman's gonna go check the remainder of Escape for us.
It's another good place, because there's quite a few chests there. And he has a lamp, so he pretty much can, if they give him a key, he can get over there too.
Chest number 1 at Maximum Barnage is a compass.
This is the very first dungeon, I guess you can say, that they put into.
Chest number 1 of Escape, bombs. Chat wanting a second mouse added to Maximum Screen. The answer to that is no. Unless you want to place your mouse cursor on there and make it feel less lonely. No, I'm going to do the same thing myself. I'm going to place it right in the same spot where Maximum Barnage is. Okay, game, you can stop giving them bombs right now.
Well, there's so many bombs, they can do the Dark Magician, Village of Outcast, and Hera. Well, I guess you can say he bombed the entire village.
Ooh, Power Club! Maximum Barnage! So this is where the seed wanted them to go. And remember, they already have FeralPigman, don't forget, you have a fairy in a bottle. This is not a good place to do a sequence or a death abuse. Here we go. Don't!
Oh, he forgot.
Always remember that you have fairies in a bottle.
Now he remembers.
FeralPigman's gonna miss that fairy. And Maximum Barn is just going to travel and see what the lamp-blocked item here in Eastern Palace gets you. It's 300 rupees.
Now, where would you go next, Rick? Would you go to Hype Cave right now? Or would you check this cave?
Oh, that's right. They do have access to the Dark World now. That's correct. If I'm Maximum Barnage, check the back 3 of Escape, and then plan on heading to Death Mountain.
Death Mountain. Okay, this one chest. What will it be?
It's 20 rupees, so he cannot access the back 3. Sorry, he can't go through there.
He just realized it too. It's like, no.
This has been an escape for FeralPigman to forget. And there's the cave. Oh, a fire rod!
Wow. Both rods already.
And Maximum Barnage is about to go collect his 20 rupees. So this is the battle between the Failfish and the Mouse Cursor. And surely we jest about these runners, but don't forget these guys did plenty of good in their runs to become part of the 100 field for this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
FeralPig.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, it takes a lot of great skill in order to make it into the top 87, so these two should be pretty proud of it. And based by their routing so far, I'd say it's not bad. This is going to be a pretty close race.
FeralPigman's going to go pick up his Power Glove. It's so bad, but at least it progresses the seed.
Now, looks like Maximum Barnage is going for Village of Outcast play here?
Yep, he's going to go... Well, maybe. He might go the other play, which would be to Skull Woods. This game just gave him a fire rod.
That's true. He's heading that direction.
He could probably skim through Skull Woods, which does have some value in version 26.
Probably going to make the play of Skull Woods, potentially, because usually it's pretty dungeon heavy in these seeds.
That's correct. You want to go to dungeons. You want to get to dungeons as soon as you have access to them.
We might get a map check here, though, to see if it's crystal or not, but we'll see.
There it is. And the pendant dungeon in the Dark World is Thieves Town. By the way, 5-6 is the Pod and Skull Woods combo.
Just need a bow to make that combo happen.
So taking a look at our pendant dungeons here, we have Eastern Desert and Thieves Town. Eastern eliminates the bow in the lantern. Desert would eliminate the lantern or fire rod and a power glove, which they already have. And Thieves Town eliminates nothing.
Yeah.
This is the kind of seed that has a lot of possibilities on what could still be in the pedestal.
That's very true.
Now, Desert could eliminate the boots too, depending on where that big key's located. Baby Shield turns out to be the first of the items in Skull Woods.
And they're only one red cane away from doing Turtle Rock once they have the availability of getting across.
We also found 20 rupees apparently in Skull Woods, so the Skull Woods play was not worth this seed.
Yeah.
As far as actually getting a item of progression.
That's true. But we don't know what double-chested fairy may hold, or if it's going to play any part into this. We just need that bow in order to make this a reality.
And there's FeralPigMan picking up the 300 rupees, and we'll say goodbye. Has the Power Glove, the Hammer, and the Moon Pearl, which will allow for the Dark World access.
Skullwoods usually has 2 items, and this time around it didn't have useful items.
So the good play might actually be to go into Thieves Town at some point in time real soon. FeralPigman's about to pick up the Fire Rod. And there's the blue rupee. There's the key that would have helped him out just a few moments ago. There's the fire rod. That is it. Now, don't forget, Maximum Barnage does also have that fairy. So he does have safety here.
Ah, look at this. Making use of the lamp to save some magic for Mothula.
That's a good idea. Now, FeralPigman's changing it up. Can we get some hype?
Yep. I feel like he's gonna go to Hype Cave, so we're gonna get some hype in chat for Hype Cave.
Ooh, Maximum Barnage, you gotta be a little careful. Those Gyvdos do take 2 hearts from you. Ooh, nice spot for the decanter to fall.
Very nice.
And so far we get a heart container out of Hype Cave. Then we get 10 arrows, 50 rupees, a piece of heart, and the single arrow. We have validated this run.
Single arrow, always the value.
Whose value is it?
Well, I have a meme for that arrow. It's the arrow that keeps you single. So that's why Ganon's always single.
It's the arrow that keeps you single?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, he went there. Come on, Maximum Barnage, you're down to 2 hearts. This Mothula fight is done. Good job. 10 arrows from our friend Flute Boy. All right, FeralPigman is about to go do the digging game. Now, the rules of the digging game is anywhere between 1 and 30 is going to be the item that is the reward for the digging game. So pick a number between 1 and 30. Chat, tell us where you think the item's going to come up.
Yeah, that's a good test of it. Gotta get quick sometimes. What if it's a quick one?
Well, it's between 13 and 30, 15, 16. It is at 16. It's a piece of heart. FeralPigman says no. So if you guess 16 in chat, you get that piece of heart that he left behind.
Yep. You gotta have to reach for it. Now, I did say what you're supposed to do with that single arrow is you're supposed to shoot it at Ganon, so Ganon will stay single forever.
No, isn't that the single arrow that you use when Ganon's dead to make some good old bacon with him?
That works too.
Or shish kebabs?
Ah, that's true. And where is Pharaoh going here? Oh, he hasn't gone to this side of the place yet. Does he have a book?
Which way is he going? I really don't know which way he's going. But I think he's taking...
Oh, he's taking the long route to get there.
But this is really a long piece of this music. Let's get into the war, please.
The scenic route, absolutely. You just want to make sure you guys knew how to get around here.
And FeralPigman is going to head into Skullwoods, which, as we already know, is not going to have anything interesting. But you do need to beat it. Maximum Barnage is in Pendant Thieves. Now, it being the green pendant, would you consider finishing this while you're in here?
Well, you have the hammer and everything. I'd probably go for it if you're early enough.
Or bombs. Ladies and gentlemen, this seed was written to you by Dark Magician.
Yes, absolutely. It has this Dark Magician seal written all over it.
FeralPigMan has now run into a Gibdo. Remember, he lost his fairy earlier, so this is a game over. And we find a flute!
Aha!
And a mirror!
Mirror.
And that mirror is extremely important. Because now Maximum Barnage can go ahead, use the mirror once he's done with here, and activate the flute for faster transport.
Yep. Thieves was definitely a good play. And I'd say it's not that bad to finish because now he has the flute and the hammer and the mirror. He can do quite a bunch of fast travel with it. The next great item for him would probably be the bow, because then he can finish off Pod at the same time while turning in the pendant or anything if he finishes.
Yeah, that would be a great routing decision right there. And don't worry, the mouse cursor is just pointing which direction Maximum Barnage has to go up here in the second floor of Thieves Town.
Yep. Gotta get past Skullwoods here now.
I don't like where FeralPigMan is sitting as far as his health is concerned. This is a really dangerous situation at this point with only 4 hearts, make it 5.
Well, the good part about Skullwoods, this section of the dungeon is just pretty quick. The only thing that's going to be concerning is his magic meter if he uses it a bunch.
Well, the other thing you gotta worry about is if you're not really good against Mothula, then this is going to be a painful fight.
He's gonna have to stick it out now with the fighter sword, and I don't know if he's gonna switch to hammer though.
Yeah, he's not going to have a whole lot of magic at this point.
Alright, Thieves. Maximum Barnage can literally clear up because he has that hammer. Generally, the most trolliest of things is not having the hammer to check that big chest.
Yeah, because then it becomes an anxiety. Do you have to come back later? Gets the free hit on a spin, and pulls out the hammer. 4 hearts remaining. Piece of heart found on Maximum Barnage's side. FeralPigMan trying to figure out how he's going to get around to this. Misconnecting on the hammer.
Here we go.
3 hearts, down to 2 hearts. He's going to have to be careful. Bodily damage from Mothula will kill him. Hits him down, though.
Amazing.
And that's why people like him are in this tournament as opposed to people like me in the secondary. Good job, FeralPigMan, on that fight. So I hate insect puns. They really bug me.
Well, he squashed that bug. That's all he did.
I didn't even think of that. That's correct. FeralPigMan was killing a bug while Maximum Barnage was having someone talk to him about bugs.
Yep.
So the green pen to pick up here from Maximum Barnage, which is a good idea. I mean, you're in the area and you don't want to have to backtrack later if it turns out the green pendant was required.
Oh, Fluffy Mittens. That's actually not the red male. You're probably getting confused because that's actually the Santa Claus or Where's Waldo sprite, as some people may call it.
So Maximum Barnage now going ahead and activating the Swag Duck.
Alright. I think the mouse cursor is gone. Or is it?
No, it's standing next to the E.
Oh, it is? It's just so... Oh, yeah. Dang. The pixelation couldn't even tell where it was.
So Maximum Barnage is going to completely finish off this village. Or not. I wonder if Maximum Barnage is going to head up to Death Mountain now that he has the mirror as well as the hammer. Or not. Maximum Barnage is going to check Hype Cave.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious. Some players might even go into Swamp Palace at this moment, is because you still can check quite a few chests, but you can't do the top northern half without the hookshot.
Yeah, it's a possibility, but it's definitely a risk.
Yeah. I'd say Death Mountain's probably a better play at this moment because they can go up there and they can complete that dungeon as well.
They can eradicate everything that is out of Death Mountain. They can step into Hera, which is a crystal dungeon. They can beat Hera as well.
Yeah.
FeralPigman's about to go ahead and pick up the flute, and then we'll pick up the mirror shortly after that. And Maximum Barnage is going to go ahead and call the Swag Duck, and I believe the play now is to Death Mountain. There we go.
Sounds like it.
Now, I believe the expression back in the other tournament that we got ridiculed for saying was grabbing the old man by the backside. Maximum Barnage is just going to give him a nice little tap and say, hey, come with me.
He's just giving that old man some love. That's what's going on.
I'm going to cringe so badly if he ends up giving Link a heart container.
He got squirrel blocked.
And dead rocked. And it's 300 rupees. Well, that's a different kind of love.
Well, definitely. Life savings.
So Maximum Barnage is going to go ahead and check Spectacle Rock next and head on over towards the Tower of Hera. That will be the obvious next stop on the tour. So the items that we're really looking for as far as the trolley items are concerned would possibly be the bow, the hookshot. That's 20 rupees there for Maximum Barnage, so that is a no. FeralPigman's going to go ahead and check the mirror. Now, FeralPigman did not finish Thieves Town. So if this turns out to be a green pendant required, advantage to Maximum Barnage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, Maximum Barnage just accidentally talked to the ball. Oh, the boots turned out to be mirror blocked. What are those?
Wow. What are those indeed?
So while Maximum Barnage is getting trolled by a ball that told him his life story, FeralPigman is moving the seat along and got the boots. And Maximum Barnage is getting the big keys, so clearing this dungeon as far as getting the crystal out of it is not going to require the basement, but maybe the second item might.
Oh, it's not even going north. Says, nope, I'm just going to go up here.
Probably figures that if he is going to have to go towards the basement, he's going to check that at that point and not anytime sooner. So we call that the cave south of Haunted Grove, what the boots turned out to be. And Maximum Barnage is going to be heading through the great 4th floor where 2 chests lie. Yet to see an item out of this dungeon. Maybe he'll find one down here. There's one of them. That's 20 rupees. FeralPigMan is going to let us see what's on the ledge. And the ledge has a blue boomerang. Whatever you do, blue comes back to you. And with the map being there, now we would normally think that that means that Moldorm has a key, but don't forget Maximum Barnage should not check that chest on the 1st floor.
That is true.
Now, if FeralPigMan ends up finding the Titan's Myth coming up in King's Tomb, that's a big advantage for FeralPigMan.
Uh-huh. I don't know if he's going to slip the catfish in his direction either, though, because he's able to do so. And check the pyramid after.
Hey, this makes perfect sense. FeralPigman's acting upon the mirror being a big opening device here. And, oh, that's a small key. So Maximum Barnage is going to hope that 1st floor chest does have that 2nd item.
That's true.
And FeralPigman getting 20 rupees, or seeing 20 rupees above the graveyard, and says, I don't think so.
Now let's see if this first chest is the item.
For Maximum Barnage's hope, he really would like that to be the item. It is the bug catching net. That's item number 2. He can leave.
Oh, great. He avoids harassment today.
And we have a bomb upgrade inside King's Tomb, so FeralPigman not getting any advantage out of getting the mirror at this point, except for the ability to go a whole lot faster via the boots.
Yep. And let's see what this ledge item is today. Oh, just red rupees.
Red rupees, which Maximum Barnage wanted to get a little confirmation first. FeralPigman is apparently going to go check Catfish while he's up this way.
Alright. He's taking the Slowpoke Cave here.
Everyone get your resident sleepers out. Maximum Barnage is still making it through the Spiral Cave. And the end result turns out to be a 20 rupee.
Will there be hype up in Death Mountain today, though?
I think there is going to be some sort of hype. We have 7 chests we're about to open up. I'm thinking there's something here. I'm thinking there has to be something here. But then again, there's also some possibilities that don't have to be here. Blue mail's nice, but it doesn't progress the seed.
Oh, we're gonna get a quick pyramid check here. I wonder if it's gonna do some spin speed for us. It looks like it.
50 rupees at the pyramid, and that turns out not to be required either. So 50 rupees, a piece of heart. The the shield, the red mail, and an arrow upgrade. So you were talking earlier about having access to a few chests over in Swamp. That could be a possibility here, my friend.
Yeah, as of right now, they can head into quite a few places, but Swamp is pretty lucrative at this moment.
Well, the play is either Swamp or going to Pod.
Yep. Or they can do Aginus Cave. I don't think anyone went there, did they?
Nobody went into Aginus Cave, no.
They can actually flute there and check what's on the desert ledge and then grab it.
We have 300 rupees for FeralPigMan. He's going to move along.
Oh, someone's going to get some boots soon.
Oh, Maximum Barnage making the route that I forgot he could have taken at this point in time. Will be handsomely rewarded with the boost, but that might take him away from where he actually does need to go. So while these guys are grabbing items that we've already seen before, we've mentioned it really fast about what could be in the pyramid or what couldn't be in the pyramid. We are missing the bow. That can't be, or I mean not the pyramid, but the pedestal. The bow can't be on the pedestal. The hook shot, it could.
Oh my god, someone's saying the mitts.
The Titan's mitts definitely could be. It could be one of the medallions to get into Misery Mire or into Turtle Rock. Could be the Cave of Samaria.
Wow.
It could be the book. The book could be required, but we're never gonna get a look at the text of that if it turns out to be the book. Maximum Barnage is gonna do some digging now.
If you remember, it should be 16 digs, if I'm correct on this.
Turned out to be 16, I believe, on the counter, and Maximum Barnage sees the piece of heart and says, I don't want that.
Let's see where he goes next. Is he gonna get the green goo? Or he's gonna flute?
He's fluting.
Alright, desert maybe? Or pond? Whoa, he's going north. He's going north.
Well, that's probably because he's about to do exactly what FeralPigMan did and check the north end of this dark Hyrule. So while Maximum Barnage just goes ahead and checks all that stuff that we've already seen before, FeralPigman's about to have a Moldorm fight. Is this Moldorm going to be nice and trolly? Well, for FeralPigman, who's already got hit 3 times, yes.
Mm-hmm. Gotta watch out for that middle hole, though. He's very close to it.
Well, they don't have access to the desert at this point. The item that was in the desert was green goo, not the book.
Yep. Green goo.
So yes, Maximum Barnage is going to go ahead and do some exploration that we've already seen. FeralPigman's going to go ahead and do some exploration that we've already seen. So that leaves us right now either Pod, and there's very limited options in Pod, or Swamp Palace has the next progression. Or, as you mentioned before, Gina.
Yep. Oh, he's thinking of Bonk Rocks, because, yeah, he has that mirror now, yeah. Looks like chat's saying I would go get that green goo if I were these two.
Well, I would too, but that's because my skill level isn't at this level. I mean, I probably would have died to that Mothula.
I don't think either of them has cashed in the pendant yet. Well, yeah, no. Not Zora, yeah.
That is a good point. There's been no cashing of the green pendant. Now, only one of these guys can.
Yeah.
That would be Maximum Barnage, because FeralPigman got the items out of the first 4 chests and said, nope, that's it, I'm out of here.
I'd say it's not too bad to step into Pod 2, because let's say it got bow locked. You'll immediately exit out there and just mirror and flute, and then you can go in the swamp, where you can check Agonist Gate.
We're going to say hello to the purple FeralPigman in just a moment once he gets his red mail.
Yep. He's just going to get a quick mail upgrade, and then another quick mail upgrade.
Well, we are running a decent point about the Spike Cave, but the Spike Cave by logic at this point is inaccessible to these guys.
Yeah, logic kind of wants you to have the cape or the cane of Birna to do it.
So where's FeralPigMan going to go to next? Again, the number of options are starting to dwindle. FeralPigMan is going to make the play for Pod.
Yeah, looks like it. See if it's a quick pod or not. If he's bow locked, then yeah, he's gonna be out of there immediately. But if not, and it's key, he can explore it a bit more.
That little skull decided to come all the way back around those dash rocks to meet up with the maximum barnage. It wanted another piece of maximum barnage.
Hey, Ganon pays good money. These enemies do good work for him.
Some of them do. Now, Maximum Barnage did not have money for Zora earlier. So, Maximum Barnage is going to pick up his life lesson now.
Oh yeah. This is pretty good routing though to come back here through this way and then still make use of that portal again.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a saving quick coming up.
We'll see. He might decide to do oh, there was a key after all, so he could search more.
Yep, he can get just a little bit further along in this pond. Where can he end up going?
Well,
There's another small key.
is this going to be Spy Cave? Or no, he just want to heal up. Okay. Get some kisses from the old man.
Isn't that what we call old man love?
Yep. Alright, he's also making the play to pod. Okay.
We find the Ether Medallion. That's the first of the medallions that we've seen all seed.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's the only medallion that represents Harry Potter. There's no possible pedestal check right now because they don't got that book that they need.
It's just going to be a whole bunch of gook if they are going to go ahead and continue this path.
We shall see if there's more stuff in pod, though.
Well, we can get some more stuff, but at this point, by logic, there cannot be a bow here.
Yep.
There could be a key door. And there could be another key.
There's gonna be a lot of keys.
Now, Maximum Barnage is just checked out and just remembered. I think he just remembered that he has the green pendant.
Yep, I think he does.
So, is this green pendant required? The mouse cursor will let us know it is for an arrow upgrade. The best ever. That is the best result ever. And Maximum Barnage right now is thinking, I wasted all the time for this. Now, FeralPigMan is trying to do a bomb jump here. And, well, the floor is not going to allow him to do it. So at this point, it might be just nice to cash in the chips and just take it through the standard route.
Well, it's not worth right now.
Hookshot!
Well, but Hookshot made everything worth coming here for. Now Swamp is definitely accessible.
And that means the big key is bow blocked.
Okay, don't use your key here. Let's find a key here.
He will get a key there, Maximum Barnage will, but the big play was getting the Hookshot. That opens up Swamp Palace to FeralPigMan.
Yep.
And guess where he's going now?
It's gotta be Swamp. Can finish it.
It's
6
gotta
items.
be Swamp. It's gonna be 6 items of fun. And the one thing that we've mentioned before is because of the key placement, by logic, we know the bow cannot be in swamp.
Yep. Looks like someone's thinking Barnage will hammer jump this place. And Vitorp looks like he wants to fix the logic so that it won't be the case like this.
Oh, that is a good point, that it can actually be in the front half. It just can't be behind the hookshot block.
Yeah.
So I do take that back, that yes, I am overanalyzing logic. Now, what if the bow is in the front portion of this? There's the Titan's Mitt.
Titan's Mitt. Value in swamp. Alright, looks like we got the hookshot as well for Maximum Barnage, and I have a feeling he's also gonna head to swamp.
And just to explain it here, more or less what we're talking about by the key logic regarding the placement or why the bow can't be beyond the big chest in the backside of swamp, that is because the key logic works as follows. They will route it so that you can never be key blocked in a seat. Now, obviously, FeralPigman is able to get to the hookshot the way he was able to route his keys, but what if he decided to use his keys in a different manner?
Yep.
Then he'd be blocked out of the hookshot, and that would be a soft lock situation. And we all don't like soft locks.
Yeah. That's one thing we don't like.
And we find 50 rupees, so we have found 2 of the 6 items in this swamp.
Now we're just kind of looking for that red cane and bow, huh?
Red cane, bow. We still don't know the medallions required to get into... Oh, FeralPigman remembering the hard way that dinky little fighter sword is not big enough to get to that crystal switch.
Yep. A little short for that. And there was Maximum Barnage's Titan's Mitt.
So this is a very close race, by the way.
Oh yeah. Gotta get that key.
Definitely get that key, yep. And again, we don't know what medallions are required to get into Misery Mire or Turtle Rock. They definitely have to go into both of those dungeons, being crystal dungeons. So the red cane, a possible medallion required, the bow. And we know the bow cannot be at the pedestal.
Yeah. Bow can't be a pedestal, but cane can still be there.
And a medallion could be as well.
Yep. Now having the mitts gives them way more options to search Dark Lords as well now.
That's correct, and because of where the mids are in the front end of Swamp, that means the bow could be behind the mids in the logic.
Yep. And they can also take a visit over to Desert Palace now, going the other way, and check my area too.
That's correct, and it is possible that the bow could end up being there. Now, we did not find the big key, and Maximum Barnage is going to go ahead and skip the left side, and that's actually going to work out in his favor.
Yep.
Unless he comes back in.
That's true.
So we now know that the bow cannot be here in Swamp.
Might find something else, though. There's still quite a bit of items in Swamp.
We do find a sword upgrade. That's the Master Sword for Maximum Barnage, and FeralPigman will be grabbing that in just a moment.
Master Sword. Oh,
And there's the red
there's the
cane.
So the value was definitely in Swamp.
Oh, absolutely. Both the Titan's Mitt and the red cane. Which, by the way, because of that, now also eliminates Turtle Rock where the bow can be.
Hmm.
And it's also nice that they found the Master Sword in here, so otherwise we'd be seeing a whole bunch of menuing for both of these runners.
Look at this. They're simultaneous in Argus at the same time.
Yeah, this is a great race here. This is a wonderful race for both of these competitors. And Maximum Barnage has taken some risks. I mean, he didn't check the left side of Swamp. He didn't complete Thieves Town either. And so what that means for us, as if this is going to be a pedestal required seed, it can only be via the book. Well, actually not the book, because that eliminates the need for the book. But it would only have to be by way of either the Ring of Fire or the Quake.
Yeah. But it could also be something where the book is in the pedestal and the book still leads to the medallions too.
That's true, and Maximum Barnage is gambling on this Swamp. It is a good gamble.
Yeah.
We know it's a good gamble. He may not know that it's a good gamble, but it's going to pay off in the end, and this is how he currently has the lead.
And FeralPigman is going to go back.
Wanting to see what's in that big chest. And it is Quake for Misery Mire.
He's going to need that. And he hasn't found the Harry Potter coin yet.
And there is the Cane Burna and 20 rupees. All right, big chest. A piece of heart. FeralPigman goes back in, and this game is not what he wanted to do. Oh, what a jump that was for Maximum Barnage.
Yeah. He can't use that portal. He's going to have the flute. I think he's... Yeah, he's probably going to have flute. Oh, no, Action Escape. Okay, all right.
Oh, he's going to check Agina first.
There we go. Now let's see what this item is.
So where's FeralPigman going? And inside the chest is an arrow upgrade. Oh, FeralPigman is going to be doing some of the Dark Road fetch stuff.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. He does have all the tools for it. The only thing he can't do right now is the powder for the magic bat. Doesn't got that mushroom. He can't use that glitch trick either.
So Maximum Barnage is now going to go over to the Desert Palace by way of the mirror.
They both got similar ideas here.
Yeah, they're thinking that the Titan's Mitt is the progression to the next item, when it very well could be.
Ah, he's trying to figure out what the ledge item is here. Smart. Just take a look at what it is.
Hey, it's just bombs, because we haven't seen enough bombs in this seed.
Oh, it's going to the desert.
That's the right play to make at this point. You just unlocked your access to here. You might as well see if there's some value in here.
That's right. Take a quick peek at what's on the torch. Yeah, I want that key.
And a piece of heart turns out to be the prize for FeralPigman for returning the dwarf back to his home.
And Let's see what they get in Desert Palace today.
There's that magic powder.
There's the powder they were looking for.
And inside Gary's lunchbox. What does Gary's lunchbox have? More bombs.
Okay, he found the big key. So he's probably thinking, will it be here or will it be there where my last item is? Or it'll be a Lamolas. Okay, he found the last item. Nice.
50 rupees for maximum barnage. It's time to leave. And a quick medallion scene for FeralPigMan, and maximum barnage is going to go ahead and leave here. There is a perfect idea. And apparently he just gets attention to himself and gets one of the guards to chase after him. Maximum barnage wants to see if that powder is valuable.
Oh yeah. He's not even going the other way. He's just going this way.
And what does the magic bat have for us today? FeralPigman's in desert. We already know what he's going to find in here. Whether or not he's going to be slapping himself, wondering why he couldn't find it earlier, is beyond us. Maximum barnage gets a piece of heart.
All right.
So where is this bow?
You know, I think they should clear Ice Palace if they can now. It's something they can do.
Why Ice Palace?
Well, I'd say usually you want to hit those dungeons as soon as you can. What do you reckon? If they know the pendant. The medallion.
Are you speaking to Maximum Barnage via the secret of telepathy?
Hey, if you can finish Ice, and you can get what you need there, and you get the Quake or whatever to go into Mire, you do that, and you still do T-Rock last. And then you have good routing.
But are you speaking to Maximum Barnage through the power of telepathy?
I have no idea. He just probably read my mind.
Was he reading one of those telepathic tiles there that said, hey, look, go into Ice Palace?
Yeah, I think it's a good play. He still has a bunch of plays to go into. He didn't do the Hammer Peg section at all. And then he still has all the Dark World Death Mountain to do because he has Titan's Fist now.
It is the right play. It is definitely the right play. It gets a small key, which is a great thing to see in that first chest here in Ice.
Yeah, I think it's pretty quick too because you get this place out of the way, then you clear all the other spots when you're near it. That's why I say Ice is not that bad of a play at this point.
FeralPigman has something else in mind.
Is he going to T-Rock first? And search around Death Mountain?
Oh my goodness. What if the bolt coin is what you need to get in there?
That's true. He didn't get it in Pod, right?
Where did he get the ether?
I thought it was in Pod somewhere, but chat probably can correct me. Yeah, it was in Pod.
Ether wasn't Pod, so the question is how did Maximum Barnage not get it?
He didn't get it, I don't think. I saw him open his menu, it didn't look like he had it.
Yeah, he doesn't have it, but that's interesting. Anyways, oh, that's why, because Ether was on the top of where the big key normally is in the vanilla game. FeralPigman is trying to set up super speed here, and he gets it.
Now, he has no way of getting in if T-Rock is Ether. But we shall see very soon. I think FeralPigman might be heading that direction.
I'm trying to figure out what FeralPigman's doing with the several returns to the Dark World, but he finally gets back to the Light World where he needs to go. FeralPigman's going to go ahead and check Hookshot Cave.
Yeah.
Maximum Barnage so far has not seen an item in this Ice Palace, but we've only seen 2 chests.
Oh, Bombos!
Oh, the Bombos! That is interesting.
Now, which medallion is the one you need for T-Rock is the question. Is it Bombos?
Watch it
Is
be
it Ether?
Bombos. Watch it be Bombos.
Is it Quake?
Watch it be Bombos.
Now, I would have grabbed the magic pot right under that skull right there, because
He
he doesn't
should've.
have any magic. Yeah.
He should have. That's a full magic. That's a full magic pot right there. He should have grabbed it.
Oh,
There's
there's,
the
Quake! Eastern Palace is where you needed to go. I mean, Ice Palace. Sorry, I'm saying the wrong things today.
And it's Bombos! It's Bombos!
Ice Palace was the right place to go.
Oh my goodness. So we now know that when Maximum Barnage gets the bow, he will be in bow mode. And isn't this interesting that this is again another seed where bow is the go item?
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. But there you go. Ice Palace was the play. You can finish your dungeons because of Ice Palace.
Guys, in version 26, you have to give a little more respect. There's the book.
Oh my god.
In version 26, you have to give a little more respect to Ice Palace.
It has those. That's all the 3 items. So you just gotta clear the boss now. Yeah, this is actually really good because on his way to Death Mountain, whatever, if he doesn't get his bow yet, he can check the ether tablet there and everything.
That's correct. Now the ether tablet could have it.
Yeah. And the only thing out of the way right now is the Bombos tablet. That's all I can think of.
The only place right now that Maximum Barnage should know that the bow can't be is over in Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
And that is if he's remembering where he got that hook shot.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to use his quickly discovered bombos to at least give himself some magic to work with for the second stage of Cold Stare, which is definitely going to help him out, get the fire rod all lit up. And FeralPigMan now inside Ice Palace. Now, this is still a very tight race. I'm really, really excited about how close this race is.
Oh, yeah. See, since he went to Ice, this is good for him, too. He's going to be able to catch up here.
Yeah, the only problem is that he ended up yielding some time to Maximum Barnage because he checked the Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah.
And Maximum Barnage went right straight to Ice and said, hey, there's something that can get me into the swamp, to Misery Mire. Look, there's something that can get me into Turtle Rock. He doesn't know that he has access to Turtle Rock at this point, but
he also lucked out on the Harry Potter coin, too. He didn't need it.
yeah, it turns out he does not need it. So I wouldn't be surprised if when he gets the bow, he makes a trip over to Death Mountain and investigate his options at this point.
Yeah. I think what he's going to do is he's going to meet Mire, and he's going to head up Death Mountain, because he's probably going to figure out, I'm going to have to collect all the stuff for T-Rock, and take a glance at what the medallion is, too.
Now, the Maximum Barnage has to clear out that Murderodactyl because the Quake medallion is the only medallion of the 3. When you use it to open up Misery Mire, it doesn't stop the Murderodactyl from hitting you. And even though you have red mail, it's still a loss of health that you do not want to lose.
And at this moment, the only thing I could think of that would make this into a... It's not a pedestal steed anymore, huh?
It is no longer a pedestal seed because the bow cannot be on the pedestal. In fact, I am almost willing to bet that the bow is going to be here at this point. Because between the 2 runners, this is pretty much it. Unless Pyramid Fairy has it. But the Pyramid Fairy's not going to have the bow because Pod.
Yeah.
Bombos pick up there for FeralPigMan. I think that bonk right there, it wasn't intentional, but he probably was feeling that bonk when he found the Bombos there instead of before when he went up towards Turtle Rock.
Yeah. He's gonna find a book here, right?
Not yet. The
not
book
yet?
was in the final chest.
Oh yeah, the final chest. Eventually he's gonna find everything. He looks at everything.
We know that the bow cannot be in Turtle Rock because of the placement of the hookshot and the placement of the cane. Maximum Barnage is going to Vitreous, and now here's the thing. We know the bow's not going to be at Vitreous.
Mm-hmm.
There's one other spot where it could end up being. Actually, two spots where it could be. The Bombos tablet, which we haven't seen, and the Ether tablet.
That's correct. Those two tablets. Yeah, Eastern Palace was definitely checked. And they've definitely checked.
Nice, interesting kick there from Max and Barnage as he remembered, oh, I don't need to flick the switch.
And Vitor's saying, why is the bow not going to be a Vidi?
Well, it's a very good question to be asking. The answer to the question pretty much is simply the bow can't be a Vidi because in order to get to Vitreous, you need the Cane of Samaria. Where was the Cane of Samaria? It was in Swamp Palace, behind the Hookshot block. And the Hookshot was obviously, according to the logic, behind where you're supposed to have the bow at that point.
Yeah.
We have seen both items in Desert, so we know that Desert has no value.
Yeah, that's the thing. And we know this is not a pedestal seed because they are looking just for the bow.
I do not like where FeralPigman's health is at this point. This is going to be a really bad death if he does not stay alive.
He's got blue.
He's got blue though. Yep, you're right. He does have blue, so it is not quite as much of a problem as we would think. He's probably going to go ahead and use the blue goo immediately after starting to use some of his fire rod shots.
Yep. Yeah, you can have pedestal silvers. Yeah, that's true. It's possible.
And if it's pedestal silvers, they are going to stay right there.
Oh, hammer strats on Diddy's eye.
And FeralPigman going to his blue goo, which is a good decision.
Oh, he's gotta get away.
Maximum Barnage just got an eyeball chasing after him. There we go. He gets control of the fight once again. Wants to keep him in a spot where he knows where he's going to be attacking him. Once he starts to rebound, that's where you got to worry. The eyeball is down.
Oh, yes. There he goes.
There's the compass for Maximum Barnage. Now, if he goes back into this is pretty much his race. But he does not know that getting bow at this point would put him in go mode.
Yeah, he's not aware of the knowledge in terms of what medallion he needs for T-Rock.
And he is going to walk away. He is walking away.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my
He's just going
goodness.
straight out that mountain.
He's going
Is
to go
he
through
gonna
that
check
mountain.
the tablet first and then everything? Ether tablet first.
He's going to check the Ether tablet first. He did not get any of the items in Misery Mire.
Wow.
Now,
This
Maximum Barnage.
This is a gamble if he gets this.
Maximum Barnage has gambled in this seed. He has gambled on the back half of Thieves Town not needing anything or not having anything, and he was correct in that gamble. He took another gamble in regards to Swamp, the left side of Swamp. This is a gamble that could come back to haunt him.
Yes, Desert Palace has been visited and they found both items for him.
This could be FeralPigMan just getting this race back.
Yeah, if FeralPigman finds the bow here, he's back in it. Absolutely.
Stay tuned, guys. This could be huge. Maxim Barn is just going to go ahead and check the east side of Death Mountain. We know there's one good piece of knowledge there. That he has the medallion needed to get into Turtle Rock. No, he's going to check Ether.
Yeah.
Now the question is, have we seen a location of another sword?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't think so.
And where was that second sword? It was behind the Hookshot.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility that this thing may be a sword block too. Ether turns out to be a piece of heart. FeralPigman checking. Continuing to check. We have not seen a single item in this Misery Mire. Maximum Barnage got the big key and went right straight to Vitreous.
Yeah. I'd still say this is not too bad because he still has to find the big key and etc. to finish T-Rock, so it's not that bad.
Maximum Barnage is probably going to go check Turtle Rock. Now, again, as we pointed out before, because the key placement turning out to be the way it was regarding where the Hookshot was in Pod and where the Canis Mario was behind the Hookshot block, we know Turtle Rock is not going to have the bow.
Yeah, no bow in T-Rock. Still, that leaves Bombo's tablet in this place right here, where this bow might be here.
Like, I really think it's in Misery Mire at this point. I think FeralPigman's about to get very, very lucky. And there it is! There is the bow. FeralPigman is in.
Go on.
Maximum Barnage gambling on Misery Mire is going to come back to haunt him here. This is a huge gamble for Maximum Barnage. Just going right straight to Vitreous after getting the big key. FeralPigman now getting what he needs for Go Mode. Now, why is he still searching for something? Is he looking for another sword? Is he hoping to get lucky with another sword in this dungeon?
I think so. Also, I don't think he knows the logic of that happening for him to possibly bow not being in T-Rock. I don't think he understands that.
Now, what we're going to see, FeralPigman finding the second item. It turns out to be a 20 rupee, but FeralPigman is in Go Mode.
Yep. This race has just completely flipped right now.
It did, and that's because Maximum Barnage gambled on Misery Mire, and Misery Mire had the item.
That's why I said dungeons is important. Just go get it. There's a prevention of soft locking required with the Hookshot and keys. That's the reason why the logic prevents you from having a bow.
It comes down to an understanding of how the logic works in regards to preventing key locks. And if you use your keys in the wrong way in Pod, you could be locking yourself out of getting the Hookshot. Now, these guys were able to get the Hookshot without any problems without the bow, but it is done as a safety measure to ensure that there is no way that you're going to get yourself stuck in Pod.
Yep.
Like, I've had a conversation with Kyle LPN right before this race, and it comes down to pretty much the way the logic treats it. If you don't find the bow in the first three chests in Pod, it can't be in Pod.
Yep.
And in the best case of this scenario, FeralPigMan dies
Wow. Yeah, fairy.
with a fairy in a bottle, which is a good thing. But I think he was just trying to be a little too aggressive against this Vitreous fight.
Yeah, he's still getting hit by that eyeball. Gotta be careful.
And now he's gonna go to arrow stretch, which is a good idea.
Yeah. He's still good. Yeah, he's gotta make sure he doesn't get hit. Oh my god.
Oh, he's gotta be careful now, down to 2 hearts. Ducking the eyes. Ducking the... Oh, he's good now.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
8 arrows to the eye and he'll be done.
Well, that's a good question. Who designed this new tracker?
FeralPigMan picking up the crystal out of Misery Mire. Now we'll be able to head on over to Pod. Finish that off. Go to the Turtle Rock. Finish that off. Maximum Barter's still in search. And it turned out that key distribution here in Turtle Rock put a small key in the island.
Mm-hmm.
So that means FeralPigman is not going to have to do the laser bridge.
Yep. And I think the reason why Maximum Barnage is doing all this is because he doesn't know. He doesn't know Bo can't be here. Or he's potentially looking for a better sword, but Bo is really what he's looking for. The bow was in Vanilla Big Key location in Misery Mire.
Maximum Barnage ended up going right straight to Vitreous after finding the big key. And this is a gamble that's going to come back to haunt him. This is the gamble that's going to give FeralPigman the opportunity to win this race after being behind. Now, this was a very close race. This was going to come down to combat had Maximum Barnage actually checked Misery Mire. But because Maximum Barnage left without the bow, this is going to be a little bit of a different scenario.
Yeah. And I don't know where he's going to go now. Oh, there's Tempered.
Oh, there's a nice spot for Tempered. Now, FeralPigman decides not to play around with gambling in the keys in Turtle Rock. He might miss that.
I don't think he would gamble that, though. It's just something that you know you shouldn't be doing in T-Rock.
Well, the big difference in regards to Maximum Barnage and FeralPigman and what's going to happen in Turtle Rock is not going to be decided amongst these first rooms. It's that last room, the laser bridge. Maximum Barnage is going to be checking that laser bridge. FeralPigman, because the key distribution, is not going to have to. And welcome to match number 2 of the second week of this tournament. If their matches are going to be this exciting, then I can't wait to see what else we got going on.
Ooh.
And I understand we have a rematch of last year's or the spring championship coming up this week.
Yeah, we do. AJ Ned versus Christos Owens.
Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. You do not want to miss that race.
Gonna time this, or he's gonna.
And he ends up taking a hit. He is down. There's the fairy. He had that in the bottle from the very start of this race.
Yeah.
The question for Maximum Barnage is, when will he return to Misery Mire? If he returns to Misery Mire after he's done with this Turtle Rock, the effects that happen from the decision to gamble there is going to be minimized.
Yeah, because
the
he
longer-
has a good hero. Yeah.
The longer it takes for him to come back, it turns out that FeralPigman's going to run away with this race.
Yep. Just the longer he takes to try to think where that bow is, or looks around Overworld for it, it's going to cause him some problems.
And I think Maximum Barnage might be starting to get on tilt mode, trying to figure out where this last item for go mode is. Oh, he missed the fairy. The anti-fairy hit him just as he was trying to release the powder, and therefore he cannot get the fairy to spawn.
I still think did he find a blue? I think he did.
He probably does.
I don't know though, because I don't know where was it? Was it in the old?
So FeralPigman has done with the Palace of Darkness, is about to head up to Turtle Rock. Again, the question is, when does Maximum Barnage go back to Misery Mire? When is he going to pick up that bow? Now, he knows where the bow can't be.
Yeah.
It can't be on the pedestal.
It can't be double-chested fairy, so he knows he doesn't have to worry about those things. I don't know if he's going to go revisit Swamp or he's going to go back to Mire.
And he also has Thieves Town he can go check. So for Maximum Barnage, again, the decision comes in the next 30 seconds. This will determine the race. This will officially determine the race. FeralPigman coming into Turtle Rock, Maximum Barnage. He is going to Mirror, and where is he going?
Gonna flute back to... It depends where he's fluting. If he goes back to Mire, this is the right play.
He's going back to Mire. He's going back to Mire. Now, he did do Thieves Town. It was FeralPigman who gambled on Thieves Town.
Oh, this is gonna be big. This is
Yes.
crucial. Will the time he takes to get this and go into pod, we'll still have a close race probably, and then decline.
Yep. We're still talking about an interesting race here between these two. Now, Maximum Barnage is probably going to start thinking that he maybe have just lost this race because of where this bow will turn out to be. And I guess right now, it's going to be probably about 90 seconds from now when he will be able to get that, because he's got to go all the way to the big key location.
Yeah, he's gonna go there, and he knows because he's heading that way, so he's going the right way. He could have went to the big chest too, but he knows.
The only way that FeralPigman could give Maximum Barnage a bigger chance for a comeback is if he skips the big chest, if he gambles. Maximum Barnage is going to be checking the bridge first.
Yeah. This is not it, then he's probably going to go to the left side for Noah.
If he goes right side, they'll give FeralPigman a little more time to work with.
Oh, he's going right side.
He's going right side.
More time.
And the only thing I'm talking about with FeralPigman skipping the big chest is because the big chest has the tempered sword. That's a big difference in regards to the Ganon fight.
Yeah, he's checking these two chests here, but he knows it's not here.
There it is, and now he knows that it's got to be over on the left-hand side, the second item.
Yep.
Oh, the Chain Chomp's not playing nice with FeralPigman.
Oh, wow. Well, he still got that powder, so he can powder a bunch of anti-fairies here.
He can. He hates Chain Chomps right now, though. There's the map. Maximum Barnage knows where he needs to go for this second and final item.
Yep.
FeralPigman making his way through Turtle Rock. Now, remember, Maximum Barnage also has to get back up the mountain.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's going to be the bigger part of the journey here.
Yeah. He can clear pod pretty quickly, though. It's just... Oh, wow, he's getting stuck here. He's trying to get that key, huh?
Yeah, and he's got the anti-fairies in a bad spot. He's got everything in a really rough spot at this point. He's going to get this big key really soon. Finally gets away from the anti-fairies. He gets a small key.
Whew.
And he's going to go ahead and powder and add some to the slide. Maximum Barnage gets the bow. He is in bow mode.
Yes, he is. And now he's going to go to pod. Got a mirror and flute to the portal nearest to pod.
Yeah, he's going to go to portal number 5. Finish off the Palace of Darkness. FeralPigman is going to go south. He will get the Tempered Sword.
Yeah, he's going to get a temper sword. There's no way to... I wouldn't gamble this key. It's just something that you don't want to do that T-Rock part over again.
And I know Maximum Barnage is probably feeling really sick at this point. He's probably feeling really sick. Like, why didn't I get this the first time I was here in Misery Mire?
Exactly. And then he could have just went...
Wait a second. What is FeralPigman doing in Mimic Cave?
He's looking for a sword.
He's got to be searching for a sword.
Yeah.
Or silvers.
Yeah. He's probably not comfortable with Master Swording Ganon. So he's
probably going to do some sword slashes in about 10 seconds from now then.
Oh, he's going to find his tempered here.
He's going to get the tempered sword and be like, why did I go through the Mimic Cave? I could have just gone through there. Come on, where's the sword slashes? Darn it, you're not going to give us any sword slashes.
Looks like Maximum Barnage hasn't found the bit yet.
Yeah, Maximum Barnage hasn't.
Yeah.
Because remember, he didn't get the bow coin up here.
Yeah.
But FeralPigman now with the key in hand knows that he can skip. Well, actually, wait. Why is FeralPigman without keys? Oh, key distribution.
Yeah.
He does have to do a laser bridge.
Yes, that he does.
Key distribution, because the island did have a key. He would have to go this direction.
Yep.
That explains it. Yes, I was thinking about it all incorrectly. Max Barnage would love to find the big key really soon.
Well, he should, because it should be here. Otherwise, it's... Yeah. He's gonna find it right here. Pretty sure.
So big key pick up there for Maximum Barnage. Needs a small key, then he can go right straight to the mini Helmasaur. So FeralPigman is going to be probably finishing off Trinex right about the time that Maximum Barnage is getting to the Helmasaur King.
Yep.
Could this be a left side, right side gamble?
Could be a difference between that. Could be a difference of execution on Ganon fight. Could be a bunch of things.
So here's the Trinex fight. That's 4 hits. Wow. Backside worked here to get 4 hits on that.
Yeah.
Hot
got
head.
him. It's going to be a 1 cycle.
This race is not decided yet. Maximum Barnage ended up yielding time to FeralPigman because he didn't get the bow out of Misery Mire, but the way this race could go, who knows? There could be something that happens in Ganon's Tower.
Oh yeah, this is what's going to be interesting about this race is how well are these two going to manage Ganon's Tower.
So in
The key alone
94...
could be it.
I'm sorry?
The key alone could be a deciding factor of where it is, or the execution in Gauntlet.
At 94 minutes, we are going to be heading on over to Ganon's Tower. There are 22 possibilities where this big key could be located. We're going to count them in order the FeralPigman opens them up. So guess in chat which number you think the big key is going to be in. EA, where do you think it's going to be?
I go with lucky number 15. How about you, Rick?
Let's go with 12. Let's get some numbers in the chat. Show us where you think the big key is going to be. And we'll have a prize for you at the end.
Looks like we got a Bob. We got, what, 23.5?
Chest number 1, small key. Chest number 2, 20 rupees. FeralPigMan is not going right side.
Nope, no right side today.
Maximum Barnage finished with Pod. He will be heading to Ganon's Tower next. Oh, shovel!
Goodbye, Bob.
FeralPigMan picking up the shovel. I think he's about to dig again in the grave real soon.
Yeah, I think so. Hey, he killed Bob for the shovel. He's probably gonna do some shovel swag for us.
What if Shovel had the silvers? 4 is a small key. 5 is the riot shield. 6 a small key. 7, 20 rupees.
Look at those keys. 4 small keys already. Oh, the shroom!
Mushroom, the shovel, both in Ganon's Tower. We're getting all the fetch quest stuff now.
Oh, yeah.
This is still a race, guys. Maximum Barnage is just about to go to the portal.
Yeah. And if he goes right side, it'll be interesting if it's there. You can catch up some time.
If it is right side and Maximum Barnage goes that way, and he has the ability to do so because there's a small key there.
Yeah.
That could be a big, but there's a big key.
Oh, there's a key.
Number 9.
All right, so it's now all on execution.
If you guess chest number 9, you end up winning the following prize. Yay? Tell us what that prize is.
Mighty number 9. I don't know if I want to give someone that. But yeah, I could do that. I could provide you a Mighty number 9 code from Steam. Who guessed number 9?
I think the chat's about to riot. Maximum Varnish is going to go left side. FeralPigman's got to be careful here, down to 2 hearts. He probably will go get some safeties in a moment. He's opting not to go with the safeties.
Look, someone said no one guessed 9. That's probably true. He's okay though. I think because remember, killing Helmasaur gave a bottle with the fairy.
Oh, right.
Oh, is he going Dark Magician play? It looks like
Maximum Barnage is. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's gonna lose more time here. If you were gonna do this, you should have. If you had a key, you should have just did this anyways. You know.
Yeah, I agree. Or start left side, then go right side.
Yeah, that's how I would take it. I would just completely do left and get enough keys, and then go right if you're gonna do that. But if you already found the key on the right, just go right.
I think Feasel is right. This is the play you make if you know you're losing. And Maximum Barnage just gotta be feeling that he's losing this race because of what ended up happening.
Oh.
Those bombs are actually not going up.
Oh. He still has enough magic. He's just... Yeah, he has a blue too, so he should... I think he's trying to save that for the Ganon fight. Or he doesn't. I don't know.
Half magic!
But half magic does help a lot.
And another piece of heart, and the route says no.
Yeah. This is right now. I'd say this is FeralPigman's race to lose. Now it's just he has blues. He just has to tough this out.
Maximum Barnage made a couple of gambles earlier. He made the gamble in Swamp,
Yeah.
and that saved him a bunch of time. Butter Sword in Ganon's Tower.
Okay.
But Maximum Barnage's biggest gamble is the one that will hurt him in this run. Now, don't forget, this is not a end of his tournament run. He will be moving on to week number 3. Don't forget, you need to have 3 wins to qualify for the race-off. 4 wins or higher automatically qualifies you for the group stage coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And the validation chest is the piece of paper. What is with these bosses and maps lately?
No idea.
And there's the big key pickup for Maximum Barnage, and he's got to be feeling even more sick at this point. FeralPigman going up against Aghanim. Aghanim 2. He can be evil. But this is a good setup for a double.
Mm-hmm.
There's a double.
Oh, look at this setup.
Oh, this is perfect. Well, that's a double too.
And this one's really nice too.
Oh, that's glorious right there. FeralPigman gets great setups here, and we know Maximum Barnage is going to get the same setups, but this is pretty much FeralPigman's coordination at this point.
Yeah. This is gonna be interesting. He has Butter Sword. Shouldn't have any problems with the first 2 cycles. Third cycle. It's just how well he does this over this Ganon now.
So, where do you think Silver Arrows were?
Well, they did find fetch quest items, so maybe behind one of those.
If it's Light World, then it's pretty much almost a conclusion that was a fetch quest item.
Yeah, but did they check Bombo's tablet?
I want to say one did, and it didn't turn out to be anything.
So it has to be the fetch quest items, eh? Or it can still be Ganon's Tower somewhere.
Well, if it's in this tower, it had to be in the randomizer room, or behind the Armos Knights, or in that great Bob chest, or tile room. Maximum Barnage has got to be careful. He cannot take a death here.
Oh, Barnage has he definitely has the fairy steel from Helm.
Light World Arrows.
Oh, so it could be one of those places we're thinking of.
Yeah, it could have been a fetch quest. 12 spins coming right up. We do forget that Big Chest does exist, because Big Chest never gets checked unless you're playing Entrance Shuffle.
Aw, this is gonna be interesting.
These are beautiful spins here from FeralPigman. Spins of beauty.
Uh-huh.
Just being patient, not taking extra chances here, letting Ganon do all the work.
Oh, yeah.
Spinning around, right around, and there it is. Ganon is down, and FeralPigman goes 2-0 in the Swiss format of this tournament. Maximum Barnage will drop to 1-1. As he walks to the door, we'll give you an official SRL time. And what is that official SRL time?
1:43:59, folks.
Just barely above that 144 marker. How about getting your GGs in there for FeralPigman, winner of this match over Maximum Barnage?
Well, that was definitely an exciting race, though. And make sure you guys follow the runners. They gave you quite the show today. Oh, amazing afros. The bow was actually in Vanilla Big Key location in Mire.
Max and Varnish down to 1.5 heart, but we'll be able to get to the room here where you can get some fairies.
Yes, that's exactly what happened to me, Xanthros. Varnish totally left without checking Mire for anything.
Yep, and that was the big decision right there that gave FeralPigMan the lead right back. Max and Barnage leaving Misery Mire without either item. And with that, we welcome in FeralPigMan. Congratulations on your win.
Yes, congratulations, FeralPigMan.
Thank you.
How about this seed and the path that wanted to get you to the bow?
Man, the bow was pretty far, right? I'm really bad at remembering where stuff was, so I can't really trace like the steps it wanted me to take. But like obviously you need bow, but there are so many other items you need to get. Like I wasn't really didn't feel like I was searching specifically for a bow for a really long time or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Max and Barner is currently at the Aghanim 2 fight. We'll go ahead and tell you in just a moment as he gets ready to face off against Ganon. Turned out to be at the Vanilla Big Key location of Misery Mire. Maxim Barnage was there before you were, but he got the big key, went straight to Vitreous, and left the dungeon without getting either item.
Oh, really? Wow.
And up until then, it was you two were pretty much like only a couple minutes apart.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a pretty big item to not get. I know people skip out on it just because like it's so far out of the way to get that chest, but I don't like doing that.
By the way, apparently according to the credits, it turned out the silver arrows were at the witch.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Man, I was wondering if it was at Magic Bat, because that was the only location I could think of that I hadn't checked. But yeah, it makes sense that it was Witch, because Mushroom was in GT, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Mushroom and the shovel, which apparently according to the credits gets you the 4th and final bottle.
Gotcha.
So, was there any point in this run where you thought you may have been behind Maximum Barnage?
I know there was. I specifically remember thinking, I'm probably behind right now, but I don't actually remember when it was. I do remember thinking that I should go into pod. Like, a lot of the time I was in the Dark World, I was like, I should just go to pod, even though it could be bow locked and I can't finish it. I was just like, that was just nagging me in the back of my mind. I forget what we got there. I think there was something there, but I don't remember what.
Pod had the Hookshot and yeah.
Dark Maze.
Yep.
Right. So yeah, pretty important.
And that led you to go to Swamp, and Swamp had the mitts, and I think one more thing, or was the mitts?
Cancer Mario.
Cancer Mario, there you go. Yeah. 2 important things.
Which, of course, the mitts were before the Hookshot, and the Cancer Mario was after the Hookshot. So we already knew that by the time that you and Maximum Barnage were in Misery Mire, that it had to be in Misery Mire. Maximum Barnage is finished off the Ganon fight, is about to step through the door and do the dot done.
Yeah. And his official time, once he steps through the door, I will tell you what it is. It's 1:48:57.
So how about a GG for both of these runners?
Oh yeah, this was amazing times for both of them.
So I've got to ask you this question, knowing that I've done it myself and I did it way too many times and I care to remember. How about the attempted death abuse?
Oh man, I was yeah, like obviously I got a bottle, but I couldn't remember what it was, and so I was like, well, I'll kill myself. We'll see how it goes. And then obviously it went how it went. I was like, dang it. that probably looked pretty dumb. And then and then it turns out to like I could only get one extra item after that, so it was a huge waste of time.
Yeah, how about the whole whoops? I have the ferry, and then trying to go up to the key door to find out. Whoops, I
Yeah.
can't get in there.
Don't have a key. Yep.
Yeah, we welcome Maximum Barnage to the conversation. GG.
GG,
Congratulations.
FeralPigMan, good job.
GG.
Oh man, I'm gonna remember this as the scene where I was debated by the boots the hardest. I got those boots and I kept thinking that they were gonna be relevant. And I went everywhere possible that the boots could be relevant. And they were never relevant.
All they were was a device for speed.
they were just to go fast.
Yeah.
V26 never likes to give you boots to go fast. It only likes to give you boots to do stuff.
That's
And
true.
I guess I was wrong on this one, but I committed the cardinal sin of this logic, which is not going to a crystal dungeon that I was able to complete right away, and got slaughtered for it.
Technically, by logic, the boots were required.
The boots were required by logic. What am I
By
missing?
logic, the boots were required because of where the hookshot turned out to be. Because it would consider the hookshot to be bow blocked.
The hook shot would have been bow blocked. Where was the hook shot?
In the
I forget.
maze portion of the Palace of Darkness, and because that's far enough in where you could be key blocked if the logic of the keys don't turn out to be your way.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's considered bow blocked. That hookshot was.
Oh, the hook shot was blocked. Okay, so the hook shot was blocked by the bow. Okay.
So by logic, it wanted you to get into Misery Mire by way of boots.
Huh. Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting.
But it's hindsight. It doesn't really matter. Your thoughts when you got that big key and you decided to go right straight to Vitreous, Maxim Barnage?
That's how I play. I mean that's right in line with how I play. Not going to Ice Palace is not in line with how I play. I have crystals that are in front of me, and I want to just clear them, because if I waste time in a dungeon and it turns out that the item that I needed was in my way, like in further crystals, then I'm gonna feel like an idiot. So I'd rather just continue to beat the game and stay on the path that beats the game. So yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate it didn't work out this time, but I feel like I'd make that play again in a heartbeat.
Well, it's still a phenomenal run for both of you guys, and unfortunately, one of you guys had to drop down to 1-1, and the other one goes up to 2-0. But as you guys know, this is a 6-week Swiss format. All you need is 4 to qualify for the next round, 3 to get into the race off. So, what's your thoughts for both of you guys? What's your thoughts heading into the next race?
I want to take some time off. I think I'm gonna try to schedule my my race late next week. Take a little time and live some life a little bit, and then get back to it. Maybe like late this weekend, and then we'll see how things go.
Sounds like a good idea. What about you, FeralPigMan?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll probably want to push that next race back also. But I don't know. I haven't really been doing a whole lot of practice, so I do still make weird routing mistakes. So I'll probably do like a few practice rounds or something, races before then. But I don't know. Probably won't do too much.
Anything else you want to add, Hiei?
Well, it was a pleasure commentating for both of you. I thoroughly enjoyed that. You guys were definitely gave us quite the race, and I'm hoping to see you guys more in the future.
Yeah, I'd say in races that we've entered previously, we were probably about 50-50 who was going to win. So I kind of knew it was anyone's game coming in. So GG's FeralPigMan. It was a pleasure playing against you.
And if you
Yeah,
do
GG.
watch I'm sorry. If you do watch this race back, Maximum Barnage, you'll be seeing a lot of chat commentary about a certain thing you had on your screen for most of the run.
Oh good lord, not again. I swear to God, I thought I fixed that, but if I look in my OBS right now, nope, it says capture cursor right here. There it is.
Was your cursor?
I did notice all the mouse barnage from the last race, and I set out to fix it, but I set up 2 different channels in my OBS, one for practice and one for the race, and I never fixed the race one. So next time I promise you viewers I will have it fixed.
So you're no longer going to be known as Mousemum Barnage then.
It's the mouse has been my companion for like all. I mean, like I sit here looking at my mouse the whole time, and it kind of like guides me. It tells me where to go. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it on.
Well, somebody did put in chat about, hey, Mouse, where do I go next?
Yeah, it kind of pushes me forward, just keeps me going ahead. So,
all right, well, GG for both of you guys. Go ahead, take some time off, and we'll see you for week 3.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for commentating, guys.
Hey, no problem. How about you follow both of these runners, guys? FeralPigMan and Maximum Barnage, thank you guys for joining us on this race here as we complete the second of the week 2 races. We've got a whole bunch of races still to come. There's 47 more races to go in this week, including some really good races. So I'm looking forward to it, Hiei.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just make sure to keep the track of the schedule and what's going on in speed gaming, but keep in mind we also have a secondary tournament going on, and there's quite a few matches there too as well, so make sure you check Randomizer Mania as well.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do !ALTTP for a full list of schedule. Coming up on Speed Gaming tomorrow, we've got some stuff that still has to be added to the schedule with the link to the past Randomizer tournament, but we can talk about the other things that are going on. In fact, right now, over on Speed Gaming 1, there's the Super Metroid Randomizer race, and coming up at 1:30 Eastern tomorrow afternoon will be a Link's Awakening DX race as well. So be sure to follow Speed Gaming, and don't forget there's now 4 Speed Gaming channels for your maximum enjoyment. So Hiei, it's been a pleasure commentating with you for the first time since the championship last year, or back in the spring.
I would say likewise to you too, Rick. So,
all right, let's get on out of here. I'm Adirondack Rick. Hiei, take us on out of here.
All right, everybody. Until we see that Master Sword again, see you guys next rando. Oh yeah, keep in mind, thank our tracker here, Felion, however you want to pronounce his name, but he did a wonderful job. Felion, there you go.
Goodbye.
Good night.